All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this lovely day? I can't hear my audience this slow and steady because our guests are here. Are you all excited? हाँ न्यूज़ थोड़ी जल्दी मिल गई है और यार मतलब 10 मिनट में 5 मिनट में नहीं आ रहे 5 मिनट में नहीं आ रहे दे आर आउट ऑफ दिस रूम सो आर यू ऑल एक्साइटेड टू सी our brand ambassadors of CASAGRAND at this venue. Ready हो? मैं मजाक नहीं कर रही हूँ. रितेश देशमुख and Janelia Deshmukh is here outside of this house. Do you believe me? Do you believe me? No? Oh my God, you have to believe because even I can't believe this news at this moment. But can we all just welcome them to Pune? Can you all just stand up? It's real, guys. It's for real. They are here. They're out of this hall. लो ऑडियंस बिलीव ही नहीं करी कि सेलिब्रिटीज टाइम पर आ जाते हैं. ये बिफोर टाइम वाले सेलिब्रिटीज हैं और आप लोगों के से मिलने के लिए पुणे में टाइम से पहले आ चुके हैं. सो व्हाई डोंट वी वेलकम देम इन अ ग्रैंड वे? आर यू ऑल गाइज रेडी टू वेलकम देम? Everybody, come on, let's stand up and let's welcome them with applauses. Everybody is requested. Everyone, can we have a countdown? All right, so here we go with 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody rise up and let's welcome the very beautiful and very handsome Janelia and Ritesh Deshmukh at CASAGRAND. A very warm welcome to both of you. We are extremely happy to see you before time and they are still in shock. They can't absorb it. So guys, thoda sa shor macha do, thodi si taaliyan baja do. They are here for real. Thank you so much and welcome to both of you. So ladies and gentlemen, this day is all set and are you guys all ready to begin it? Shall we begin it? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's time to open this beautiful event for you all and let me welcome you all on behalf of CASAGRAND. So ladies and gentlemen, this is your host MC Saima and it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of CASAGRAND. Ladies and gentlemen, this day is extremely special for all of us as this is a launching of CASAGRAND Caladium Upper Kharadi. So and we are extremely happy to have you all at this event. So आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है on behalf of CASAGRAND to the launch of Caladium Upper Kharadi. So ladies and gentlemen, before we start, before we go any ahead, let me introduce you CASAGRAND. So आप सभी लोगों में से कितने लोग CASAGRAND के बारे में जानते हैं? Like how much you know about it? Can you please raise your hands? आपसे नजर नहीं हट रही है. Okay, so थोड़ा बहुत I think यहाँ पर जो लोग हैं वो सभी लोग I think they are still in shock to see our couple here at this moment and वो यहीं पर रहने वाले हैं. Don't worry, they are here for like quite some time और उनसे बातें भी होगी, उनके साथ फोटो भी होगा, सब कुछ होगा. So थोड़ी देर के लिए ये रियलिटी को ऑब्जॉर्व करते हुए हमें आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा और इस लॉन्च के और बढ़ना पड़ेगा. सो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, आज हम सभी लोग CASAGRAND के लॉन्च इवेंट में आए हैं फॉर Caladium Upper Kharadi, which is our upcoming project coming in Pune. And before we go any ahead, CASAGRAND, let me introduce you. So ladies and gentlemen, they say that great achievements often begin with quiet determination to make a difference, and CASAGRAND's story is no exception. In 2003, Mr. Arun MN, a first-generation entrepreneur, envisioned something far beyond the bricks of traditional real estate. He wanted to create spaces that would deliver exceptional homes that brings tears of joy to the home buyers, making it an unmatched experience, therefore redefining the landscape real estate market. What started as a vision in Chennai has grown into a legacy that resonates across South India. With over 160 projects, 55,000 plus happy homeowners, and 53 million square feet of living spaces, CASAGRAND has become more than a real estate developer, but a trusted partner in people's journey to finding their perfect home. And a partner that understands the value of home as a foundation for dreams, security, and growth. The journey began in Chennai, a city that embraced its vision wholeheartedly. The company quickly established itself as a leading real estate developer, expanding in cities like Bengaluru, Coimbatore, Hyderabad, with projects that set new benchmarks for the quality and innovation. Keeping our vision intact, we are all set to expand our operation in Pan-India and Dubai and Pune as well. Pune is the onset of CASAGRAND's larger expansion plan, and if we talk about Pune, we are all set to launch the Caladium at Upper Kharadi for you all people with our very lovely brand ambassadors. Ladies and gentlemen, एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए for CASAGRAND, for Ritesh Deshmukh and Jenilia Deshmukh. So ladies and gentlemen, indeed it's a very special day और आज पुणे में आए हैं आपके फेवरेट सुपरस्टार्स, यहाँ पर फेवरेट जोड़ी हम कहते हैं जिनको, एंड इनके प्रेजेंस में ये लॉन्च हो रहा है और आप सभी लोग यहाँ पर आए हैं, तो आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है एंड थैंक यू सो मच। आप सभी लोग अपना कीमती वक्त निकाल कर इस प्रेस मीट में शामिल हुए हैं। एक बार अपने आप के लिए भी ज़ोरदार तालियां हो जाए। थैंक यू। सो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, नाउ it's time to welcome you all on behalf of, officially welcome you all on behalf of CASAGRAND. Let me invite our Chief Managing Officer of CASAGRAND on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, with a huge round of applause, please welcome Mr. Deepta Kirti Chaudhary on the stage with a huge round of applause with our CMO for CASAGRAND on the stage, please. Zordar taaliyan ho jaye. Thank you so much. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Over to you.
Hi, good afternoon everybody. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this event in which we are taking our first steps in a new region, and that is always a happy moment, an exciting moment, and it is made all the more special thanks to all your presence and your presence as well. Just to go back a little, we started our journey in 2003 with a very small apartment building, a 12 apartment building called Srishti in Chennai's Tiruvanmiyur, which was a quiet, leafy neighborhood then, but as it has changed over the last 20 odd years, as India has changed, as South India has changed, so has Chennai's Tiruvanmiyur, which is from a quiet, leafy neighborhood, has now become a bustling, thriving locality with cool cafes, posh buildings and large offices, including the current headquarters of CASAGRAND Builder. So we have been very fortunate to be, as you see, that over the last 20 years, to be a part of this growth that India has seen and so many other cities, and we have been fortunate enough to have participated in that growth. So if you go along, from that small apartment block, we have launched several townships in the last few years. We have launched properties as large as 30-acre or 40-acre properties in Chennai, in Bangalore, and other cities soon to come soon. So from that point onwards, we have grown to become a dominant market leader in Chennai, and we also hold a leadership position in Coimbatore, in Tamil Nadu, and we have subsequently moved to Bangalore and Hyderabad as well. Now, as the next step of our growth, we are making the transition from what are Genelia's states to Ritesh's state, and we are making our first step in Pune, for our first foray into the western region, into the bustling, the burgeoning state of Maharashtra. And we are delighted to have both of Ritesh and Janelia, two of the most loved and respected people of the industry, to be our brand ambassadors. Along with this, we have also in between, we have extended our presence into the international market with Dubai and look forward to creating a global footprint very soon. So we believe Ritesh and Janelia's immense popularity as a couple, their credibility, their deep roots in this region will help us spread our message a lot better. Our marketing, which is essentially built on transparency and building the trust with the consumers of the respective region, it believes on being innovative so that we can bring new products to the market, and it also means being localized and relevant. So the people in the respective cities and micro markets find our products relevant. However, it is not because of marketing that we have reached our success. We have reached some great numbers. We have, in these 20 years, we have launched more than 160 projects. We have developed or are in the process of developing 53 million square foot of living spaces. And we have with us a family of 55,000 happy customers whom we have accumulated during this journey. So as we go along in today's session, we will talk a bit more about our growth, our first project in Pune, and of course, a lot more about how we intend to get there. So welcome once again, Ritesh, Janelia, and all of you, and look forward to having you on this journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that warm welcome. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead, and now it's time to call upon someone really important without whom the CASAGRAND wasn't possible. So ladies and gentlemen, as I said in the beginning of the event, CASAGRAND's journey is nothing but an extraordinary, which is filled with remarkable achievements, which inspires everyone. CASAGRAND is the brainchild of Mr. Arun MN, our founder. As a first-generation entrepreneur with a BE in electronics and communication and an MBA in marketing, Mr. Arun's career took an unexpected turn from IT to real estate. From a modest start, Arun has steered CASAGRAND through an extraordinary growth trajectory. Under Arun's dynamic leadership, CASAGRAND has not only reshaped the real estate landscape of South India, but now is poised for national and international expansion. The company has successfully diversified into various segments. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to hear the story of CASAGRAND from the man himself, and let's hear about this extraordinary journey from the man who has built the company from the scratch. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our founder and managing director, Mr. Arun Menon, on the stage. Zordar taaliyan ho jaye. Who can say the founder looks so handsome and so young? Zordar taaliyan ho jaye, man. I was expecting someone. Zordar taaliyan ho jaye.
Someone very old.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks the press, first and foremost, for having come for this occasion. It's really helpful. Every time presses come and has written about us is when the organization has gotten a head start. So we, first and foremost, thank you all so much. Thanks, Ritesh and Janelia, for partnering with us. It's a privilege and a happy moment for us to use your credentials to jumpstart in the zone. First and foremost, let me clarify. I'm not Arun Menon. I'm Arun M, and that's all. So Menon makes it more from Kerala. I'm from Tamil Nadu. So let me tell you that this is a more happy day for us, especially for me, because I studied in Pune. I did my MBA from Symbiosis here. In the year, I completed in the year 2001, and that's where post which I used to work in Wipro. And I'm a first generation entrepreneur, and entrepreneurial bit us, and so we started real estate in the year 2003. And my father again comes from a bank which originates in Maharashtra, which is Bank of India, very austere nationalized public sector bank. He started his career and retired there. So we all come from a very humble background. The journey is commenced truly seeing the difficulties a normal middle income family goes through when they buy a home, which was extremely non-transparent as an industry. The home projects were not being delivered on time. And it was extremely difficult a proposition because builders at that point in time are quite high-headed in whatsoever sense. When I saw this kind of an process being so difficult for something which is very fundamental, because food, shelter and clothing is the fundamental need of every human being. And we are in the space of shelter. And we felt this could have been a lot more organized and more professional. So coming from a more professional background and being from a normal middle income family, we are more, moral conscious by and large. And hence I thought we could make a difference. That's when CASAGRAND was started. We had a very simple beginning in the year 2003 when we started doing smaller projects, etc. But we had larger vision to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So we moved across geographies. We moved into Coimbatore, we moved into then Bangalore, then we moved into Hyderabad, and we moved into international market like Dubai and so on and so forth. And then we come where we are today standing. By the way, as I say this, I want to say proudly that we've been the largest player in the Chennai market, which is a big market, for the last 8 years, with a 20% market share in Chennai, which is a commendable number for anybody to achieve. And what I want to tell you all is actually that no other developer, even the largest of developers who dominate a market, hold a 20% plus kind of a market share. Including, I'm sure you all know, Lodha is the big brother of us here in Maharashtra, but even they don't hold a 22% kind of market share for the size it operates. So that's the journey we've had, and we are the second largest player in South India after Prestige, and we are growing strength to strength. Obviously, we want to move to the bigger markets. Obviously, the Mumbai and Delhi, the largest markets in India. But before we even get there, we thought we should get a feel of these second larger markets and have some logical presence there, which is Pune, and which is why we're here today. Our vision is very simple. We want to give exceptional homes. Exceptional homes, when the home buyers receive the handing over keys, they cry with the tears of joy. We come from a very emotional spirit of how we want to do the business. Of course, business are being done for profits, but if there is honor to it, if there is some level of empathy and emotion to it, I feel the whole world receives it far, far better. So that's how we build the business, and I'm proud that we built it that way. Our DNA is actually we believe in ourselves. We are very fair players per se. We are very aspirational. We grow very aggressively, and we are very innovative as a company. Home buying is, everybody says, what are you buying? 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. We don't believe like that. We believe every smallest of inch which he buys is a lot of money he spends, and if he can do any differences and any, planning better, specifications better, maybe the amenities being better, the quality of the offering being better, the overall experience for him, even post the house is being handed over is better, could make a lot of difference. Just to give you a sense that we have a division called Sell Assure, Rent Assure, where if you bought a home from CASAGRAND, if you want to rent it, we are there for you. If you want to sell it at some point in time, when you want to buy another CASAGRAND home or anything else which you aspire, we are there to sell it within the 3 to 6 months kind of guaranteed timelines, which are all not what possibly by and large people offer. We run the communities for them. After we've handed over, We make it a point to ensure a 5,000, 6,000 communities. It's very difficult to make them cohesively as one unit. But if somebody can bind them together, then the whole experience of living in 5,000, 6,000 kind of homes, communities, far enriching and an entertaining experience, and we facilitate that too. So that's how we build the business. We focus on quality. We believe ultimately home buyer asks for very high quality. We have 223 quality checks before which our homes will not be delivered. So that's a promise. Oh. Yeah, so obviously we have, every project has a lot of amenities. Even the project in Pune has close to about 80 plus amenities across the project, and so that's how we make the house experience far better. We have delivered consistently on time, except for the obviously difficult times during COVID, the projects which got delayed at that point in time. Otherwise, we have had the repute of by delivering on time, which is again something which the real estate industry has a bit of murky, kind of a view from outside. As I mentioned, we have projects everywhere. Now we have in Dubai, we have now in Pune, we have acquired 2-3 more projects. I will ask upon the zonal heads of Pune to talk more about that. We have had presences in Coimbatore, we dominate the market. And Bangalore, we've done more than about 23 projects, and we have another 8 projects in the pipeline. Hyderabad, we've already launched 4 projects and another 12 more in the pipeline. And we are building the business even bigger. Just to give you a sense of other ventures we have from the house, we are very strong industrial warehousing park developers too in Chennai. Industrial warehousing parks are very strong business per se, and we are building that business bigger and bigger in Chennai. We have office parks also which we develop. Close to about a 5 million square foot of office park is under development again in Chennai. We have a school with us. We run about 3 schools, a normal CBSE school, but very high standards, where other than academic focus, there's a serious focus on life skills like leadership, entrepreneurial nature, communication, and so on and so forth. So we do a very different school where we carve out the time of the children to run better school. And a lot more, including co-working space, co-living space, and so on and so forth. Pune, as I told you, is quite special. Today morning I sent a text to all my B school yesterday buddies saying I'm here, and I went to our college yesterday night, and I took some pictures and I sent them, and I said it's very close to the heart, and it's like, I think I have very close friends, we all got them, get them from college, and so that makes it very special, quite emotional to be in Pune in that sense. Yeah. Am I running through the balance? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. So that's by and large what I was asked to talk about. So first and foremost, again, thanks so much. Thanks everybody for gracing the occasion today. I thank the press. Press has always been very kind to us, actually. Across the south zones we've operated, their support has always been one of the reasons as to why we have, been more popular and hence built the business bigger. And again, thanks Ritesh, thanks Janelia for gracing the occasion today and being a part of the brand, endorsement. I know actually Janelia was looking a little bored when I was talking about some business. It's quite understandable. Even my wife would be bored, so that's okay. So we'll have to bear with that, as these are business meets and that's how they are, as not as entertaining. But there is an impact in the society. All I want to say is there is an impact in the society by what we do. And what I want to take pride in saying is, we don't nearly chase only the very premium segment of people who can afford in crores. I want to tell you, from Chennai onwards, even today we have projects from as low as about 40-50 lakhs to as high as about 8-10 crores too. But the whole space we dominate is about 40-50 lakhs to 1.2 crores, where that's the first time home buying for many people. And if we can create a true meaningful value for the money which he's paying, because it's the biggest purchase for him. Imagine all the people who come from small towns, who come first to a city and then they first aspire to buy a home because he's got an IT job or something like that, and he buys it. And actually the moments of his housewarming ceremony is so much more special, because hundreds of people come from his village and town to possibly grace the occasion. We as city people, we have a housewarming. Even if we call our relatives 4 times, they may not turn up. So that's what makes it special and very gratifying that we are in the journey of making an impact in the society. So now with that, you should not be as bored as what you looked. So thanks so much. Thanks everyone for gracing the occasion, and we look forward to your support continuously. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sir, I request you to kindly stay on the stage back because we are having something really exciting coming up on the stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are all ready for this moment because it's time to welcome on the stage our brand ambassador for CASAGRAND's Caladium. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bring up on the stage Maharashtra's very own Ritesh Deshmukh and Janelia. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have a huge round of applause for them? The most charming, the most lovely couple from Bollywood. Sir, I request you to kindly welcome them to CASAGRAND's Caladium's coming and joining this meet. And now, okay, so now there is something really important for this meet. So we have a wonderful logo waiting to be revealed. And so Ritesh and Janelia, are you both ready for this logo unveiling? Shall we do it? All right, so sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to present CASAGRAND Caladium's logo with you all people. Alright, so are you all ready everyone? And here we go. All right, I think there's some emotional moment happening here at CASAGRAND. All right, so thank you so much, Ritesh and Janelia, for... No, you had to stay back because we want to talk to you a lot today. Yes, so can I get a mic, please? Thank you so much, sir, Arun sir, for joining in. Thank you. So finally, we have unveiled this beautiful logo of CASAGRAND Caladium at Pune. So Ritesh and Janelia, can you please tell me how's the logo first of all?
सर्वप्रथम आपण सगळे इथं आलात वेळेत वेळ काढून प्रेसमधले सगळे आपले मित्र तुमचे सर्वांचे आभार आणि तुमचं सर्वांचं CASAGRAND कलेडियमतर्फे जिनेलिया आणि मी स्वागत करतो. You asked about Caladium. I think it's a fantastic logo. We live in a world where the first visual really matters.
Right.
And when you have something as stunning as this, it really makes a great impact. So many congratulations to Team CASAGRAND.
Thank you.
And to us too, because We're going to be standing next to this logo for a very, very long time.
थँक्यू सो मच सर. आणि मराठीत जे तुम्ही बोललात ते गरजेचं होतं या मीटिंगसाठी, हो की नाही? All right. So thank you so much for that. And now we have a really fun session, a talking fun session with you all, where we would like to know about your thoughts. It's a fun way, and we would like to know more Ritesh and more Janelia for this meet. So before we proceed that any ahead, can you please tell me about the association of Ritesh and Janelia, which has happened today with CASAGRAND? How do you feel about it?
First of all, it's an extremely inspiring journey that Mr. Arun has had. Extremely humble beginning, and the beauty of this beginning is that it began in this very city of Pune. So many congratulations to you, and it's really inspiring the way he spoke about his company, the way he spoke about making homes, and also, you know, it's not only about selling homes, but it is about building communities. I have never heard from a company that will really help you. It's not about handing over,
Right.
but it's also taking care of your customers, consumers, whatever, you know, more
True.
than families.
Yes.
He is building a community, and that is something that is really inspiring. If, you know, we buy homes, like he said, it's a very big thing for any family to make a purchase of their first home,
Right.
because it's the biggest thing. And it is also important that when you make such a big purchase, that you call your families, and it's a big event. It's a big thing. But sometimes when your family grow bigger, you want a larger space, and you're struggling. You like another house, and you're struggling to sell your,
Right.
and it's very difficult, you know, to make these two ends meet. And there is CASAGRAND, who's setting up a community to help you, you know, transition, and be it with a bigger house with CASAGRAND or somewhere else. But this brand, this company is there to stand with the consumer till the end, and that's
Right.
that's the kind of commitment, and that's the kind of emotional commitment that is a rarity in this business.
That's so lovely to hear that from Ritesh. Thank you so much, Ritesh, for all those warm words for the CASAGRAND. Thank you so much, and we have a lot of more to talk about. So kindly be seated. Requesting you to kindly be seated. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a question and answer session with you.
Sure.
So, do you allow us for that?
Yes.
Can we go ahead for it?
Yes.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you all set for this? All right. So, let's go ahead. So, not a serious one. I have a list of questions which we would like to ask, but if time allows, we can go ahead. All right.
Yeah.
So, we are all ready, all set. So, as a couple and as a parent, what a home means to you?
I think a home is life. A home means everything to me, and I'm sure to Ritesh also. We are home birds. We enjoy having our little moments at home. We enjoy our whole time at home. In fact, we work together. Our kids are always with us. So a brand like Casa brand is exactly the brand that we want, because it is where a homemaker lives their life and where they grow as a family. And I think that's what home means to me.
Lovely. And Ritesh and Janelia, if you guys are together at home, spending time with your loved ones, so where do you spend most of the time?
I think at home we usually like to spend time where all of us can sit together. You know, that could be your living space or dining space. And it's very important for that space to have a certain vibe that you want to be there. You know, you wake up in the morning and you come to that space, so that becomes the fulcrum or the focal point of your house. And it could be different things for different houses. It could just be a balcony overlooking a beautiful view, just getting the breeze on your face. So there are various spaces. And also I feel a good house is where every corner offers you something. And that is very important. And it's a feeling that you have And like Ginil has said, right, what does home mean to you? And I just feel most of the times, it happens to me, I'm not sure whether it happens to everyone. It happens to me that every time I dream, mostly it's probably my childhood home, somewhere I have spent time, some corner, some tree, so these are memories that will stay with you for a very long time. आपण जेव्हा घरात असतो आणि आपल्याला स्वप्न पडतं तेव्हा आपण कुठे असतो? आपण लहानपणी आपल्या गावातलं घर असेल, आपलं छोटं घर असेल, लहानपणी कुठल्या तरी घरी आपण राहतो. ऑफकोर्स आपल्या आयुष्यात घरं येत राहतात. आपण लग्न झालं की एक स्वतःचं घर असतं, पण त्याच्या आधी आपण आई वडिलांबरोबर राहतो, आजोळ असेल, ह्या सगळ्या घरी राहताना सुद्धा कुठेतरी आपल्याला वाटतं की जेव्हा स्वप्न पडतं तेव्हा घराचे स्वप्न पडतात. सो इट्स व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट वेन यू ड्रीम, यू आर ड्रीमिंग अबाउट युअर हाऊसेस. सो इट्स इम्पॉर्टंट टू हॅव a house that can give you those memories for yourself and for your child.
That's very lovely said by Ritesh. Okay, so if we talk about how important is it for you that a home reflects your values and your personality? How it is important? How much a home is important to reflect your values and your personality?
No, I think it's extremely important. At least in our home, whatever's in the home, it matters. There's not just things there for the heck of it being there. In fact, Ritesh is an architect, so my job gets really easy. I don't have to really do up the house all the time because he's so passionate and so clear with what he wants and how he wants. But on the whole, I think if you ask me about my home, my most favorite place is a wall which has pictures of us, like the four of us, from the time I'm pregnant to Rian being a little older, then Rael coming in, Ritesh and me on our honeymoon. And they are not pictures which are shot by experts, or they're just pictures that probably Ritesh and me shot while going about. And I think even that wall in our home matters. So everything in your house should matter because that's where you build your entire foundation.
One more question to you, Janelia. What is your advice to make a house into a home? What is your advice for making a house into a home?
I won't call it advice, but I think family plays a big role, and I think the four of you, or even if you're 3 or 2 or whatever, it's the union that matters. Like one thing Ritesh and me enjoy doing is once we're done with work and with tucking the kids into bed and all of it, we just sit and see a web series probably, and that for us is our best quality time, just having a cup of green tea, talking about the day. But even that matters, and it matters so much because the next day is going to feel better just because you spent those few moments. And you don't get that feeling when you're out. You get the best feeling when you're in your home.
Very true, very true. And as you said, Ritesh is an architect. So Ritesh, the next question comes to you. What makes a house feel premium and luxurious?
Premium and luxurious. I think if you ask me as an architect, when you enter a space, your eyes will tell you whether the space is premium or not, luxurious or not. So a visual feel is the most important thing. What kind of colors you're using, what kind of detailing. Detailing is the key for anything. Detailing is extremely important. What kind of finishes you have, what kind of fixtures you have, how does it feel to your touch, when you rub your hand against a wall, what kind of texture does it make you feel? Also, you may not touch anything, you may just enter and the space might make you feel in a certain way, and that might think, oh, it's luxurious. For example, this venue that we are, it has a certain height, and that's the reason it's making you luxurious. Reduce the height and make it till here, you'll feel cramped. So luxury, feeling of spaces is a perception that is created by architects and brands like CASAGRAND, and that is. And I'm telling you, when we were on board for this, And of course, the profile was there, and I wanted to know what kind. And when I saw the design of Caladium, I was blown away. I said, "Wow!" I said, "When I was growing up, I did not have these amenities. You know, we were just looking at something just below the house with few friends. What can we play?" And even a club membership was difficult during those times, to go to a club, to come back, and now to just have all these amenities where you can have your kids go and play, or hone their skills, is very important. Today's parents and young parents that we are, there is a certain struggle to find places for your kids to go to school, come back, and then again travel. Traffic in cities, it's all difficult. So when you have so even home buyers, when they're looking to buy, they want to know that, okay, fine, once I come back from my office, or my kids come back from school, how do I engage them? How do I make sure that they get value for the things that they want to do? And that is very, very important. How it's not just coming back to home. It's about, you want to come back, you want to step out to a building. You have your neighbors, your friends. You're going to chill. You're going to hang. You're going to speak and go back home. So it's just not a house. You are marrying into a community, and that's very important.
Lovely said. Okay, so if you're buying a house in Pune, what will be your top most must-haves?
Top most must-haves if I'm buying a house in Pune.
Pune, yeah.
Well, I think space, right? You want to have a little more, or more than that, much more.
Ritesh loves space and he loves light. Like he likes sunlight. He likes a lot. So he's someone who likes that kind of space. And me.
All right.
Yeah, much more of space and much more of Genilia, and I'm good.
And you're done. All right. So last question. What advice would you give to young couples about building a happy home?
I honestly think that everyone knows what they want, and advising people is not something that, if you don't believe in it, you will not take it. In fact, sometimes it becomes an extra burden to, just listen to someone. So I feel when you're a couple, or when you're, two people who want to make the rest of their life matter, you'll find a way. So I think it's important to just listen to your heart and go with what your heart says.
What a beautiful couple, man.
And I also feel that whenever you go to a house, okay, that particular house might be small for someone, that particular house might be big for someone, and that particular house might be just perfect for someone. So wherever you go, make the most. Happiness comes within people, and that will reflect in your house, and that is what you want to. And there are certain spaces that you walk in and that makes you feel good. You're like, hey, I've entered a space and this makes me happy. And that is what a space creator can give you.
Okay. So I would say you're just not a charming couple, but a very thoughtful couple as well. Lovely. It's so wonderful to talking to you. But there is something more we want to talk to you. So I have some words with me, and I would like to ask one by each one. And you just need to say what first things comes to your mind when you hear this word. Okay, so shall we go ahead? Yes. All right. So first one is for Ritesh, Maharashtra.
Maharashtra.
One word that comes in your mind.
Home, pride, my land.
Okay. Home, Janelia.
Ritesh.
Oi, so sweet, so sweet. Ritesh, for you, passion.
Passion. I think everything that you intend to do will fail without passion. Anything you do, like today, you're sitting here with the mic, you're hosting this show beautifully. That is because you have a certain passion to it.
Thank you.
And that is what we are here. CASAGRAND is a product of passion. We are here come along from our journey that is because of passion. So I feel there is no life without passion.
Okay. Janelia, for you, morning.
Morning, is a new day. I love mornings.
Okay, new day, new beginning, new start kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mornings are very quiet. She comes like a tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be sitting, I'll have a cup of coffee, and she'll be like, "Zarrah, how this, that," and I'm like, okay.
By the time Ritesh has woken up, I've already finished half my day. Like, I mean, not that he wakes up really early, but I remember when we first got married, he would wake up to read his papers. So he wakes up in a quieter space. And I would wake up like, good morning! So he
That's
was
how
like, "What?"
Genelia is,
Yeah,
and
he's
that's
like-
how we know about
He's like,
Genelia.
what just hit me? Did I just get married?
Okay. Monsoon, Ritesh, for you. Monsoon.
Monsoon. my
Vada
God.
pav.
Vada pav, bhajia, balconies. My God,
Okay.
just that the smell of monsoon that filters into the house. It is just amazing. It's the most beautiful season ever. Monsoon.
Lovely. Love.
Love is life.
Okay. Innovation.
Innovation. I think innovation is growth. If you want to grow, you have to innovate, and otherwise we will be so stagnant that we will never move ahead. So I think every step that you take in life, you have to progress towards innovating, and that could be anything. Innovation right from if Mr. Arun is trying to put the best of the amenities in CASAGRAND Caladium, then all those little fixtures have been innovated within their stuff. So
Right.
innovation is important in every aspect of being, and I think innovation is future
Well
and
said.
the present.
Genelia. Sunset.
Romance. Sunset
Okay.
is romantic.
Belief.
My belief would be in honesty, honestly. I think the fact that I believe in honesty. I believe that if you're honest to whatever you're doing in life, you will see yourself at some place. It will be an upward journey versus it being downward.
All right. Lovely. Ritesh, to you, South India.
Sorry?
South India is the word. What comes to your mind?
South India, I think most beautiful parts of our country
Right.
are in South. Most amazing temples, most amazing food comes from southern part of our country.
Right.
And I just feel, and beautiful people. Like I feel our country is so diverse,
Right.
and we are united in our diversity. That is the best part of our country. And when we speak of South, I've had our debut film was in Hyderabad, thanks
Okay.
to Ramoji Rao
Right.
Garu. And so I spent a lot of time, and then Genelia just took off and did many movies in Tamil Nadu, in Andhra, in
Right.
Andhra Pradesh, then even Kerala, Karnataka. So, and has had immense love showered upon her. So today when Genelia and me go to Hyderabad or step in Chennai or Bengaluru or any city in Kerala, I am known as Genelia husband. So Genelia husband is my identity, and I flaunt it with pride.
You should. All right. So, last word. Much more.
CASAGRAND.
All right. Thank you so much, both of you, for the lovely session. It was so fun talking to you both. And
Thank you so much.
जो दिल में होता है वही ज़बान पर होता है. So both together, thank you so much, and we request you to kindly take back your grand seats. जोरदार तालियां हो जाए, ladies and gentlemen, for Ritesh and Genelia. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take you through Casa. Check, check. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take you through the CASAGRAND's Pune entry. And to take you through this journey, let me invite on the stage Mr. Ambarasan, our Deputy Zonal Head, on the stage, please. Mr. Ambarasan, ladies and gentlemen, जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. Over to you, sir.
Hello. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome everyone on behalf of CASAGRAND family. So, for Pune, we have very aggressive expansion plans in terms of maybe for this year we are launching 1.2 million square foot of residential spaces in 2 different parts of Pune. So one is which is Karadi, Upper Karadi, our Caladium project, and one more which is we might be launching in near future, maybe in another 6 months' time. So we have in terms of expansion, we have very aggressive growth plans for Pune, and also we are planning to invest maybe another 1,500 crores for in 1 or 2 years next 2 years. That is the plan. So we feel we want to at least make Pune heavy, because we are one of the we have the highest inventory in Chennai. So we want to make Pune as a second hometown for CASAGRAND. So that is the intent. So thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. All right. Zordar talia ho jaye for our zonal head, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And now it's time to invite on the stage our Pune Zone's Director of CASAGRAND, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jagmohan, on the stage with a huge round of applause. Over to you, sir.
Check. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ritesh and Janelia, for partnering with us and launching CASAGRAND Caladium. As you see, we're launching a project, CASAGRAND Caladium. CASAGRAND Caladium is situated at Upper Kharadi. It is a Singapore-style high-rise community. If you see, Pune is witnessing fastest growth in couple of last years. If you see, we have witnessed phenomenal growth in last years, and various home buyers are looking for different kind of product in the market today. If you see CASAGRAND Caladium, we have launched it. We are launching this year, and we have crafted this project with a lot of market and research. We have done a project with such a way that every home buyer here today gonna love the project. If you see in this project, we have done about 110 lifestyle amenities, which comes with our 1,800 square feet of infinity pool, and with 70% of open space. It also contains 2 acres of open space, and also we have dedicated 30,000 square feet space for a lush greenery, also to people to go and enjoy there as well. And if we talk about the location, as you see, like I said, if we talk about the location, we have carefully chosen the location. As you know, Upper Kharadi is the fastest growing residential hub in Pune today, with a presence of IT, schools, colleges, hospitals, and we have a very good connectivity as well. CASAGRAND Caladium, if you see the locations which we spoke about now, so we have very good schools, transportation, malls, colleges, IT parks. It's a prominent location for any home buyer today if they're looking for a home today in this kind of location. We are very confident that we're going to make a big difference in CASAGRAND. By CASAGRAND Caladium, we're going to make a big difference in Pune market with our price, quality, and the offerings which we are giving, which always been our priority, by the way. And I would like to invite all of you to go and visit our project in person and experience our project at our site. Thank you so much.
Mr. Jagmohan, we request you to kindly stay back on the stage. And now to join you on the stage, let me invite, ladies and gentlemen, with a huge round of applause, please welcome our founder, Mr. Arun MN sir. Zordar taaliyan ho jaye. Okay, so why these two people are here on the stage? Because the media wants to hear you. And now to join you on the stage, let me invite, ladies and gentlemen, एक बार फिर से थोड़ी तालियां हो जाए. Please invite once again Mr. Ritesh Deshmukh and Janilya Deshmukh on the stage. थोड़ी तालियां हो जाए यार. So beautiful couple. Please, everybody, we request you to kindly take back your seats. All right. So it's an open stage. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, now it's your time. It's your time to interact with our brand ambassadors of CASAGRAND, Caladium, with the founder and directors of the CASAGRAND. So everybody, the stage is all yours, and our brand ambassadors are here to answer your questions. Our director is here, our founder is here. So yes, over to you all, over to the press.
Yeah. Hello.
Shall we go ahead, sir? Arun sir?
Yeah.
Are we
Arun.
ready? All right.
Hi, Arunji. Can you just tell me what is the total land parcel you are holding in Pune, and why did you choose Pune as an entry point in Maharashtra?
So we have bought this property, which is close to about 5 acres. We are trying to buy about close to 20 acres in Bagoli, and the Pisoli was what extent was it? Another 5 acres. So these are the 3 land parcels we currently hold, and we are trying to build it bigger. This is a start. So we want to make ourselves one of the biggest in Pune. That would be our endeavor.
There's another project, as one of the officials said, like after 6 months you will be starting. So
Yes.
where's that location? Can you just?
That is in Pisoli. Would you want to just explain that?
Yeah, it's in Pisoli, it's NIBM road, man. It's about a 4.8 acres. So we're going to build about a 6.5 lakhs built-up area in that.
What would the size of apartments in?
It will be more similar. We'll be doing a 2-bed with a carpet area of 950 square feet and a 3-bed with a carpet area of about a 4,450 square feet.
4,000?
1,450 square feet, a 3-bedroom carpet area. It'll be a mix of 3 and 2 bedroom.
Okay.
You will find similar sizes of what we're doing in CASAGRAND and Caladium there as well.
Is CASAGRAND planning to enter only residential or commercial?
So obviously residential are mainstay business that contributes close to about 80% of the business by and large as a group. But we have our industrial and warehousing park, and Pune is the second biggest manufacturing hub other than Chennai. So that way also Chennai and Pune are quite closely connected. So we want to have a presence of industrial parks and warehousing parks in Pune. We are in lookout for some good properties. There are some in the pipeline, but hopefully it should come soon as we finalize something. We will for sure let the press know. Thank you. We predominantly do outright transactions only, sir. Actually, obviously in a newer market, we might not have as much credence to get a JV, but we've realized over the years that our growth path has been mainly because we have not chased joint ventures, which every builder chases. And to that extent, there's so much more entry barrier. So we have a very healthy balance sheet. We have a very good partnership with the whole BKC fraternity of Mumbai, all the lending institutions, and we have a fantastic track record that we partnered with them and we bought lands outright and we moved ahead and built the business. That's kept us ahead of the curve.
Mr. Arun MN, first of all, congratulations for the new project in Pune. My question to you is that you are in number one in Chennai. What is your rank in India? And my second question is that after completion of this project, who are going to and how the project is maintained?
Sure. Sir, I'll just give you a broad financial numbers. Last year we closed sales upwards of 7,000 plus crores. And our collections was upwards of 5,500 crores. If you stack up the numbers, since we are not public yet and all the companies which are public is not available, we would be anywhere in India, all India, around 10th or 11th. So that's our size from Chennai. So we are already in the 10th, 11th in the country for a real estate development company. So that's the important message I want to say. And if you were to look at how we manage properties, sir, we don't hand over to the association in totem. What we do is actually have a back-ended tie-up back from the association to maintain the property, because we realize it's so difficult, a complex task to maintain large developments like this, which has so much of amenities, so much of landscaping, so much of facilities, so much of complicated plumbing and electrical and lines. So we have realized the best people to handle the people who built it, and it's in our interest to build it and maintain it, because we will maintain those communities far, far more nicer. So that is what, and hence the value of the property keeps going up. Any property which gets well maintained automatically gets a better resale value and thing. So hence we have more or less evolved a model where literally force association to give the whole maintenance back to us, but it's in the good intent of how well we can maintain the community, and very nominal fees. See, that's not where we try to make truly profits. We do that only because we can maintain our communities better. Have I answered you? Yeah.
Hi, this is Avinash Rajput from Pune Times Mirror. So, from what I can see from your presentation, it's like 2 kilometers from Decathlon. So, ideally, that area is Wagholi. And that Wagholi area is already struggling a lot due to rampant development. So, your scheme looks quite promising. But how to reach to your scheme? Have you ever wondered how the clients would reach to your scheme? Because it has a hell lot of water issues, road connections, and the development plan has not been implemented. So right now, Wagholi is not a place where a smart investor would look into.
So this is Upper Karadi primarily, and yes, of course, in the vicinity of Wagholi. I'm just saying, sir, it's like this. Real estate has become a damn expensive proposition across the country. This is a reality. Of course, India is working harder. The governments are working harder to obviously improve the infrastructure across, be it each of the states, and they are doing their best, and the government. And anyways, India is today an emerging power which everybody reckons with. So, I mean, given that, obviously we would have to give it its time to get to that. And nobody today, when they are trying to live in India, is trying to expect a lifestyle which they would get in Dubai, which is not becoming extremely unaffordable. And why do still people stay here? Because this is where we belong. And people don't want to be here. So hence, we have reconciled to some realities. If there is not the best of road accesses, if the infra sometimes is poor, if the last mile connectivity is not so easy, we do reconcile to that. See, as a developer, we can do what we can do at best within the premises or what we are developing. By and large, the whole infra is what the government has got to contribute, and I would say every government is competing very aggressively to do far, far better. I'm saying every state per se is competing very, very aggressively. And I think Pune is, I'm kind of last 4-5 years when I've started evaluating projects in Pune, when I've traveled, I feel Pune has really done very well in terms of the whole development, the whole infra which has come in, etc. Compared to even the other cities which are still doing well. Obviously, traffic is a mess in our city here. But other than that, it's got all the ingredients of what it's got to be. It's got quite a very planned city per se is what I would think from what I saw about 20 years, 22 years back. Actually, what I see Pune is quite flowing. So I think the infra would get to that. But people don't mind. They understand how it works in India. And people work around that. So that's what I'm saying.
What kind of projects is CASAGRAND planning in Pune in near future, affordable, mid-segment and luxury?
Sir, we identify ourselves as a mid-segment premium brand. We don't want to be the super premium, ultra premium, which the normal India doesn't buy. We believe in being there present for the middle income, the upper middle income strata. So we call ourselves as a mid-segment premium. We are mid-segment premium brand, and we want to continue to be that. As much as the market entices us with the more premium, per square foot being 40,000s and 50,000s and 20,000s of the world, attract us to make extra margins. we feel there is a social angle to the way we run our business, where we still do projects between the 6,000 rupees per square foot to 10,000 rupees per square foot, which is where India buys, the bigger chunk of India buys. And we take a lot of pride in addressing that audience, which a lot of developers might not focus on or might not want to even focus on. That's point number one. And we are like something like a Toyota, you know. Toyota is truly value for money, right? It's like quite affordable for the larger audience. You know, there is value for money, there is a good quality, and you buy Toyota, and you buy Toyota with a lot of pride. So that's exactly who we are.
So
As
you
a
have
brand equivalent to Toyota.
you have specifically worked in South, and now you are entering in West Zone. So how do you find Pune market different as compared to South? Is there some specific requirements that you found it is not required in South and in Pune? And also how it was easy for you to enter here, because local players generally don't allow outsiders.
Nobody is so much a villain here. Nobody is really stopping us. One, actually, we believe the Pune market is quite similar to the South Indian markets. If you see the broader spectrum of the price bands which sells, is again between that 6,000-7,000 rupees, 8,000-12,000 rupees. That's a whole bigger spectrum of the market. I mean, Mumbai is a very different, monster. So that's a different ball game. Pune operates quite similar. So the strata, the thinking, the mindset of the larger middle income, upper middle income, aspiring upper income families are something which we understand quite well. And of course, the only complexity between the South Indian cities which we operate to what possibly Pune is the whole complexity of FSI, FAR, right? FAR is not FSI here. FAR where, the governed FAR is only one, and then you buy the TDRs and the premiums on top of the typical Maharashtra model. So that's something we are trying to understand and grapple with. But that's a subject we'll get used to as we operate more, is what I think. But it's really beautiful market. It's grown so well. We got some fantastic developments done by the other co-developers here. We have a lot of regards and respect for.
Do we have any more question? All right, so there is one
I think
question.
he has some.
रितेश आधी कुठे रमतात, मुंबई की बाबुळगाव?
काय मला प्रश्न कळला नाही.
आधी कुठे रमता, मुंबई की बाबुळगाव?
रमता म्हणताय? नाही, मुंबईत मी राहतो, पण माझं मन हे बाबळगावचंच आहे. माझं म्हणजे हृदय बाबळगावात असतो. आणि लग्न झाल्यापासून जिनिल्या मी, माझी मुलं, जेव्हा आम्हाला सुट्टी वेळ जेव्हा कधी मिळतो तेव्हा आम्ही बाबळगावला जाऊन राहतो.
आदर्श किंवा गुरु कोणाला मानताय या क्षेत्रात?
कुठल्या क्षेत्रामध्ये?
तुम्ही जे का ॲक्टिंग आणि सगळे.
नाही, काय की आता आमचं जे क्षेत्र आहे त्याच्यावर चर्चा करता आपण नंतर आरामात सविस्तर बसू. सध्या आपण इथे कासा ग्रँड कलेडियमबद्दल बोलायला आलो आहोत. आणि पण तुम्ही प्रश्न विचारलाय म्हणून थोडक्यात उत्तर देतो की मी बऱ्याच लोकांबरोबर काम केलं आहे आणि ज्यांच्याकडूनही मला शिकायला मिळतं मी त्या सर्वांना आदर्श मानतो. थँक्यू.
रितेश, तुम्ही पुण्यामध्ये घर घेणार का?
पुण्यामध्ये घर घेणार का? म्हणजे माझ्या काका राहतात इथे पुण्यात आणि मी तिकडेच त्यांच्याकडे जाऊन राहतो. आणि कसं आहे की आपण, मला वाटतं की एक असतं की जिथे आपल्या काकांचं घर असतं तिथे आपण जाऊन राहतो, कुठे मामांचं घर असतं तिथे राहतो. तसं पुण्यामध्ये तसं घर घ्यायचं कधी विचार केला नाही. पण आता कासाग्रँड आल्यामुळं मला विचार करावा लागेल. आणि खरंच वाटतं की पुण्यामध्ये घर असावं. पुणे हे शहर अतिशय जवळचं आहे आणि सुंदर आहे. मला असं वाटतं की आपण महाराष्ट्रामध्ये जर एकमेव शहर असेल जिथे महाराष्ट्रातील प्रत्येक शहरातील, तालुक्यातील, जिल्ह्यातील कोण ना कोणतरी व्यक्ती पुण्यात असणारच. आपण कुठलाही मित्र असेल ना त्याचा कोणातरी पाहुणा एक पुण्यात असतोच. मुंबईत भली नसेल पण पुण्याला नक्कीच असतो. आणि तसं ते कॉस्मोपॉलिटन म्हणजे महाराष्ट्रभर जर क्रॉस सेक्शन जर घेतला तर मराठी माणसाचं खरं कॉस्मोपॉलिटन जर शहर कुठलं असेल तर ते पुणे आहे.
All right. All right, so I think we are done for the question and answer sessions. Yep. All right, so it's time for a photo op of the team. All right, so we are putting the logo over here and then we'll have a photo op. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a wonderful meet with Ritesh Deshmukh and Janilia Deshmukh at CASAGRAND's Caladium's launching event. And thank you so much, everyone, for coming and being a part of this wonderful meet. All right, so एक बार तालियां हो जाए. Thank you so much, Janilia and Ritesh, for joining in for this event. Thank you so much. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this was your host, MC Saima, signing off from this beautiful meet. Thank you so much, everyone, for being such a beautiful audience. Thank you so much, everyone, for giving your precious time to CASAGRAND Caladium's launch. And see you all next for the next meet, next launch. And till then, keep loving and keep being a part of CASAGRAND Caladium. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.